Austin Reeves, welcome to 2K TV.
Appreciate it.
You're here in the mocap studios, all suited up. Talk about this experience. What was it like?
Oh, it's crazy. I've never did anything like this, obviously.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us up. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. The backcourt pair will be Cunningham and Ivey. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. And it's Anthony in at the 5 down low. And for the 76ers, inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then it's George. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Well, here we are, Greg, at the very start of the season, and many teams are still figuring things out.
And Kevin, you can't take any of these lineups as final just yet. Coaches might keep trying some new things, tinkering a little bit, and these teams are very much works in progress.
The 3 from Anthony. Maxey grabs the miss. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him, maybe send him double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Pass to Martin. Here's McCain. Here's Embiid. Shot from 12. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Here's Cunningham. They get the rebound. Harris's shot is good.
Outstanding work by Harris to get his hands dirty on that offensive glass.
Maxey kicks to George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Asar Thompson. The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And George drops them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Anthony on the wing. Thompson passes to Anthony, and it's in there.
One thing I really like about Asar Thompson, he's a team-first guy, always willing to make the extra pass.
Recent times have certainly been tough in Detroit. Great 14 wins last season, a franchise record low.
And Kevin, if you look, Detroit's last 5 seasons, 23 wins is the most they've had. So their fan base hungry for a winner in the Motor City.
Here is Cunningham after the Sixers pick up 2. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor. And he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
No good on the free throw. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio. Along with the great value signings around the edges, Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big 3, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. We appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. Here's McCain. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pistons passing it around. Harris finds Anthony. Anthony on the wing. Hands it from downtown. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
Pass to Embiid. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Thompson outside. Ivy on the wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to them.
Short. Rebounded by Anthony. Pistons leading by 6. Inside, here's Harris. And there it is for him.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Martin diving in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Ivy with the bucket.
It's hard to defend Ivy on the perimeter. Get up on him, and you're risking the blow-by, sag off, and he's got room for that jumper.
Here's McCain. Still yet to score. Here's Maxey. They get it back. Tries again. Tries yet again. Embiid. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor. Cunningham dishes it to Anthony. Cunningham passes to Anthony. Shoots over Embiid. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Cunningham. 7 points for MP.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And they double up Embiid. McCain's shot is off. Pistons leading by 9. Ivy dishes to Harris. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Anthony. There's the triple. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
George, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harris passes to Ivy. Now Anthony. Thompson outside. Back to Anthony. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to McCain. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Nice playmaking by Maxey. An overlooked part of his game.
Anthony kicks to Cunningham. Ivy dishes to Anthony. Cunningham on the wing. Over Maxey. Here's Anthony. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to McCain. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Here's Thompson. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And the Pistons lead by 12.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Now, here's George. 23 points his last outing. 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Drains it from 17 feet out.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Pistons leading by 10. Anthony kicks to Thompson. Back to Anthony. Passes it to Cunningham. There's the 3. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
McCain's shot is off.
they've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
The shot by Anthony, no good. The 76ers trail by 13. Tipped away. Maxey looking it over. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Bounce pass, Anthony. Harris passes to Anthony. Shoots over Embiid. And Anthony with the basket on the assist from Harris. And 12 points for MP.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Tobias Harris-Clark has played over a dozen years in the NBA, and he is still a solid third option.
He really is, and he only played 1 year in college, and yet has been steady and consistent. He might not be the most efficient scorer, but he still does a lot of good things when he's on the floor, and he does them.
Here's Beasley. On the court for the Pistons. Thompson and Harris are their forwards. Beasley is out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Anthony in at the 5. Harris against Martin. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Big fella getting a little angry. Embiid, a force at the defensive end.
Oubre goes back up. Embiid, no good. Pistons leading by 13. And there's the pass to Anthony from the high post. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Anthony's got 14 points for the game.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP in Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree. They do, David. Thank you very much. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Anthony kicks to Beasley. Back to Harris. Here's Anthony. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backcourt. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
I love his ability to carry his team for long stretches in games. And we're right now in one of those stretches. He's been doing this for a couple of games in a row now, so he's rolling.
Harris dishes to Anthony. Back to Harris. Outside Anthony. Shoots over Embiid. Open jump shot off the mark.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Maxey. The offensive rebound. Outside for Martin. From the arc. Here's Embiid, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
Pistons on defense. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Anthony, the pass to Ivy. Back to Anthony. Kicks it to Harris. Dishes to Anthony. Pass to Ivy. Shot clock at 6. And Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Martin. Embiid in the corner. Gets to the corner and buries it. Embiid's got 10.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
Beasley finds Anthony. Great touch on the 16-footer. And that's now 20 points for MP.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Pass to Maxey. Looking to end his cold spell. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul.
The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way. But this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
No good on that one. Clark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out, too, partner. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys, and Kelly Tripucka, whoo, yeah, don't make my head spin.
Pass to McCain. And Anthony sends it back. Knocks it loose. Here's Ivy over Maxey. Bucket is good. And now that's 11 points for Jaden Ivey. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast breaks. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Thompson passes to Anthony. He kicks to Ivy. Now, here's Thompson. To the middle. Here's Anthony. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Passes to Embiid. Traps in the tray. Embiid's got 9 points in the quarter.
Nothing new for Embiid here. Going off for a big scoring performance. Par for the course.
Ivy kicks to Anthony. Another 3 for Detroit.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
That one drops for him. Pistons leading by 19. The pass to Ivy. The baseline jam. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. The rebound by Ivy. Ivy's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Harris has really become much more adept at finishing hard shots. Great focus there.
Maxey passes to Embiid, and the shot goes in. And that's 15 points for Joel Embiid.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
No good from Beasley. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Ivy finds Anthony. Back to Ivy. Over Embiid. The shot by Ivy, no good. The 76ers trail by 21. Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Harris has got 4 this quarter.
You know, Harris has learned how to score despite tough, physical, airtight defense. He's an experienced, versatile scorer.
And Philadelphia calls time here. You know, Clark, the days of trust the process are long gone. The Sixers are now focused on the now.
As well they should be, Kevin. With a superstar big guy in his prime and Joel Embiid, there's no time like the present. And it's not going to last forever, so they need to capitalize.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Yabusele comes in for Martin. George is checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Harris. Holland comes in for Asar Thompson. Hardaway's checked in for Malik Beasley. And it's Cunningham in for Ivy.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Holland. He has yet to score. Cunningham dishes it to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. Anthony on the wing. The tray. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Lowry looking around. Shoots over Holland. Misses off the left iron. Pistons leading by 21. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Stewart checked in for the Pistons.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons. Isaiah Stewart.
So it's the Detroit Pistons with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And the Sixers Youth Dance Team.
With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
George in the front court alongside Martin. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The 3. And they recover it.
In the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You take a look at the 76ers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And checking out Detroit, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it out to Maxey. Rebound, Detroit. Cunningham's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. The 76ers with another miss.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Good work there as it goes. Harris has got 10 points.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Passes it to Maxey. Takes it inside. In the corner, George with it to stop the run. And it's good on the layup. He's got 10.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Ivy passes to Anthony. Thompson outside. The Pistons working the ball around now. Out to Anthony for the 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's McCain. Ivy defending. McCain's shot is off. And it's Harris with the ball for Detroit. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Philadelphia has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. George passes to Embiid. Back to George. Thompson against Martin. It's stolen by Cunningham. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Thompson finds Anthony. Misses the 3. 76ers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. In the corner, George with it. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Anthony, the pass to Harris. And here's Ivy. 13 feet away. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And this young guy, Ivy, is doing anything he wants right now, dominating in effortless fashion.
And the pass to Martin. Here's McCain. Ivy defending. Here's Embiid. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Clark, we know what a great player Joel Embiid is. He was the 2023 MVP, and he was on that same road until he got injured last season.
Unfortunate to see the big fella Embiid deal with the injuries that he has throughout his career, even going back to his 1 year in college. It's unfortunate, but that has hampered what is a special talent in Embiid.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says, these guys have the ultimate confidence in me, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
DA thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. And slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, the effort and willingness to get out and run like that on the fast break endears Harris to his coaches, I'm sure.
Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain. Ivy defending. And here's George for three. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Pass to George. A three ball. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. The feed to Cunningham. Outside Anthony. Back to Cunningham. Passes it to Anthony. Shoots over Embiid. Anthony's shot is off. Philadelphia's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Feeds it to George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Anthony dishes to Thompson. Here's Ivy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
Well, throughout this game, they've been lighting it up from mid-range. I love seeing that. They've made that the focus of their offense, and it's really paid off.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
And the first one at the line is good.
The first thing people mention about Ivy is that explosiveness. The first step allows him to get downhill and really makes him effective in those ISO situations.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Harris. Hardaway comes in for Thompson. And it's Beasley in for Cade Cunningham. Beasley kicks to Anthony. The dish to Ivy. There's the lob to Duren.
Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Outside Lowry. To the paint. Here's Yabusele. Excellent D there from Anthony. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Detroit Pistons. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Anthony's got 38 points.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Lowry against Ivy. Now here's Drummond. Still scoreless. Pocket 6. Back to Oubre. Over Hardaway. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Reed is checked in for Anthony.
Shooting 1.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time